Good evening and welcome to the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We're coming to you live tonight from River Ridge High School for tonight's matchup between the Gulf Buccaneers and the River Ridge Royal Knights. I'm Will Wilkie. Thank you for joining us here on tonight's broadcast. We've got a great game ahead of you with two high-quality teams. Playoff implications are on the line tonight, so we got a lot of great action coming up. So let's take it up to the booth with our commentators for tonight, Abe Dowdell and Dave Barrett. Take it away, boys.
Greetings, viewers, and welcome to football fans to James Valentine Sports Complex. Greetings, viewers, and welcome football fans to James Valentine Sports Complex to what promised to be an electrifying showdown on the gridiron. We have a thrilling matchup tonight between the visiting Buccaneers of Gulf and the home team, the River Ridge Knights.
The Gulf Buccaneers are looking to turn their season around after a challenging start. With a record of 3-4, the Buccaneers have shown flashes of brilliance. With their very potent offense, Antonio Muniz leads the way for the Buccaneers with 10 touchdowns and over 100 yards on the ground per game, while Jaden Wood, the dynamic quarterback, who has been effective in both the passing and the rushing game, tallies 14 more touchdowns this season. The Buccaneers will need to tighten up their defense tonight, which has seen some tough outings, giving up 40 or more points in 3 contests this season.
Dave, on paper, 3-14 doesn't usually sound very good, but Gulf 4 losses belong to two teams that were combined to have a record of 24-7. If I told you Gulf offense puts up more than 400 yards in more than half their games, you expect their team to be undefeated.
Yes, Abe, that's right, my man. That's right. Golf's schedule has been challenging, a very challenging schedule to say the least.
The River Ridge Knights come into this matchup with an impressive 6-2 record, showcasing their expertise on both sides of the ball, known for their disciplined defense and a well-balanced offense. The Knights have established themselves as one of the top teams in the area. Defensive captain and middle linebacker Andreas Bonner, number 33, leads the team with 10 tackles per game and always makes his presence felt with his aggressive style in the middle. The secondary for the Knights, led by Crosby Wainwright and McCaffrey, gives a new meaning to the term no fly zone, as they have 8 interceptions already this season. Offensively, the Knights' young sophomore quarterback, Sean Hickey, has matured throughout this season, being able to toss the ball to his playmaker, Matt Barton, and DJ Shelby.
Well, key matchups tonight, Abe, is going to be the battle of the trenches. Can the O-line from River Ridge keep out the captain, Aiden Holeski, the Dartmouth commit? Can he keep him off of Hickey and out of the backfield? Will River Ridge's Stephen Berg and Chris Martin be able to penetrate through the Buccaneers O-line and put pressure on Jaden Woods before he tucks the ball and scrambles? Or will the Buccaneers front five create running lanes?
These are all questions we get to see answered right here before your eyes, right here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
We got to
And
check
we'll
out. We got to check out this coin toss right now. As you see, the captains talking with the referee, getting ready to kick this awesome game off for us this night.
Dave, we've seen the Knights play before, and they're a team that plays for 4 quarters. Last time I believe it was Lando Lakes they played, and it was a very good game, and it came down to the finish, and the Knights were able to pull it off.
That was a 1 point win for the Knights that night. That was a great game. You reminded me of.
So this is one of them games that if it's one of those tough games, it can go 4 quarters.
Yeah, and this really should be a really awesome game. I'm looking at the captains right now. I see number 90, Stephen Berg, who we just mentioned, on the offensive and defensive line. He's a senior, 220 pounds. 74, Miles Collier, a guard. So they're sending out two offensive linemen and defensive linemen to the middle there for the captain's toss.
Well, Dave, once again, it's Friday night. We under the lights. Where else would we want to be other than right here with the Gulf Coast Sports Network? And we'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button. Let us know how we're doing. But we have a great game in store for you guys tonight, and we are ready. The Knights fans are ready. The Buccaneers fans are ready. The referees doing their last instruction, they're getting ready. So everybody here is ready for a great game tonight.
Yeah, and you got your first look at some of those strong players there at the coin toss. And I'm going to go back to that because that's all we've seen so far. We saw Antonio Munoz, the number two, the running back for Golf, who averages 116 yards per game. He's 5'6", 180 pounds. He is one solid muscle, and he's very quick. Here comes River Ridge Knights as they bust out through on their home turf. Excited to get this game going, I'm sure. You see the purple smoke being displayed there at the 50-yard line. What a cool tradition, because the last time we were here, they were doing the same.
Right. Dave, as I look at their record, and I'm talking about the Knights, 6-2. This is the prep to the playoffs. Because right now we're in that last push of the season to where this is where coach want to be mistake free. They want to be healthy, and they want to be able to put together a 4-quarter game. Having everything from the start. To start, remember, it was a lot of penalties happening, a lot of cramping that was going on. Now we get to see them in mid-season,
Mid-season form, yeah. No cramping, no penalties. And I always look at it like you want to look good. You don't want jumping off sides. You want good crisp throws, good crisp catch the balls you're supposed to catch. Block the guy you're supposed to block. Assignment football. You're exactly right. And especially for a 6-2 team, we should be able to see some of that tonight. But the Golf's not going to make it easy.
Now I know you did mention that River Ridge had a young quarterback.
Yeah, he's a sophomore, but the kid's been playing all season, so you know how you mature as the season goes on, and he has some good playmakers he can toss the ball to, and he's been able to figure that out the last couple of weeks. And he looked good in the warm-ups. We were watching him throw some go balls, some slants, and balls right on target.
Well, it looked like everybody is ready for this game. We hope our viewers are ready. Coming to you live from James Valentine Sports Complex.
Yeah, Friday night football. Oh, look at that ball. And
we got moved.
Oh.
Ball's picked up at a couple moves.
It's Micah Brown.
Still on his feet. Was able to take the ball all the way to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, that's Micah Brown on the return. He dropped the ball, which he rarely does. He's normally a sure returner in the punt game and the kickoff return game. But he's able to get it up and over the 20, like you mentioned. Looks like about the 25-yard line, somewhere in that vicinity, just right on the 25-yard line, which is average starting position for Golf.
It looked like the ball bounced around for a little bit, but he picked it up and he was able to get some positive yards.
Now you talked about the no-fly zone of the Knights here on defense, so we're going to be able to see if they can pick him off early or if they're completing the ball.
Looked like the Buccaneers came out with number 15, Curtis Scrivens, back at quarterback, and it looked like he was trying to throw a little hitch pass, but it seemed a little high at the first play of the game.
Yeah, it was slightly. Yeah, it was aggressive pass above. It looked like number 0, Aiden Hoeski, who we talked earlier was the Dartmouth commit. The ball was over his head, and he's 6'3", so that's not an easy task to throw it over his head. But here we go for second down.
Now it looks like the Buccaneers come out with twins to the right side of the field. Scribbins with motion. Quick handoff to number 2 round the right side. Found a little room, picks up about 9 yards on the carry. That's going to be number 2, Antonio Munez.
Yeah, we talked earlier about how strong that young man is, able to pick up 9.5 yards, just shy of the first down.
So that's going to go ahead and bring up 3rd and 1 for the Buccaneers as they continue to drive down the field. Still in that twins formation. Stack to the left. Another handoff to Munez. Looked like he picks up the first down and some more yards on the carry.
Yet the Knights brought the house on that. You're going to check out on this Care 1 instant replay. They have everyone. They're shooting the A gaps, they're bringing in the C, and they're flying in. So once he gets past level 1, he is off to the races and able to pick up the huge first down almost to midfield here.
Look like they're going ahead and getting the chain set up on the far side of the field. Scribbins, quick toss out number 2.
On the ground, on the ground.
It's still in the air, it's still going. Looked like a lineman might have been able to crawl to get that ball and save that play for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, it was just a toss that wasn't handled by Munez, and it was definitely on the ground longer than it usually is.
Great save by number 0, Aiden Holiski.
Yeah, we should call Holiski's name quite a bit tonight on offense and defense, and you can see a hustle play there to keep possession of the ball here early in the first quarter.
Which that play is going to back them up about 4 yards, which bring up 2nd and 14 for the Buccaneers. They come out into a 4-wide set. Scribbins drops back. He looks, he sees some space. He runs, picks up about 6 yards on the carry.
Yeah, Papa Manuel, number 60, there was first one on the scene to hit Brown at the right there at the ankles, but he was able to scoot around for another 5 yards, but it's still 3rd and long. Very important down here early in the first quarter here, Abe.
Scribbins hands off to number 2. Number 2 bounces right out to the right side, powers his way
run
to the first down, and finally get pushed out of the bounds.
Yeah, the Knights have got to keep contained on that, and he was able to turn the corner and run over another Knight defender. Check out the Care 1 instant replay as he gets the ball right here. He's able to get outside right there, and there's the powerful finish, able to move the chains and keep the Gulf Pirates moving. Good hard run by Munez.
Quick motion. Quick hitch.
Ball.
Looked like the ball came out. Not sure if the referee's going to call.
Yeah, they're going to see if he calls it a catch or incomplete pass. But if it is a catch, they will have a turnover on downs. And that's what it is, Abe. It is a turnover on downs. Check out the replay here. The motion out and the motion back in gives a risky pass right in the middle of the line. Quick, strong tackle by number 5, Tate Finer, the junior, able to jar that ball loose, and a costly turnover for the Buccaneers.
Now we'll be able to see if the Knights are able to capitalize off of the turnover of the Buccaneers. And the Knights come out with a 3-2 empty backfield. Looked like we got encroachment by the defense.
Yeah, he came across the line. That's going to be a free 5 yards. And you talked about it at the beginning. playoff teams should not be making these kind of mistakes.
They got to have discipline.
So it's going to be 1st and 5 for the Knights.
We got Hickey lined up in shotgun. We got 4 wides. The receivers stacked. Single back. Hickey drops back, throws the hitch to left side. Look like he picks up a first down before he's hit out of bounds. That was number 88 for the Knights.
Yeah, that's Carson Cooley, the senior tight end receiver over here. Check it out. It's just a quick screen, and he's able to move the chains and keep his feet moving, pick up that big first down, and bring him over the 50-yard line into Buccaneer territory.
Knights line up in that twins formation. To the right side, single receiver on the left. Hickey drops back, puts too much on it. His pass was intended for number 18. That's going to be Darrell King.
Yeah, he just sailed the ball a little high. It looked like his feet weren't quite set, but he'll be able to have another try out of here on 2nd down.
Now, he looked like he got that ball out rather fast.
Yeah.
But his offensive line was giving him time. He had time and just a little more patience to put that ball where it needed to be.
Now it's Wessel dead there. But Matt Barton was on the sweep before the ref stopped that play.
It's going to be against the Knights.
Quick little false start. So he's 2nd down and 15, Abe.
You know, the Knights are coming out. They look like they're trying to establish the run as well as the pass quickly in this ball game. But, you know, at the very beginning, you know, sometimes you have scripted plays, and it could be the scripted plays the coach wanted, you know, and he's going to stick with those plays until those plays run out and then start moving. Looked like we did a quick handoff, but it went nowhere. It was a host of Buccaneers that was able to meet them in the middle and
there's
push
3
them
of
back.
them. And Big Aiden Howiski was first on the scene there for him, but he had his buddies with him. It's going to be 3rd down and about 15 here, Abe. And you know, we've seen Hickey throw 2 passes. We've seen him 2 handoffs. Now we got to figure out what this next play is. I'm sure it's going to be in the air.
You know, his offensive line has been giving him time. He just got to be a little more patient. They got motion coming to the right side. Hickey drops back, puts the ball in the air. Oh, in and out of the hands of number 4. That's going to be Jonah Klaus. And Hickey's going to wish he could get that one back.
It's going to be a punting situation here. You're going to see Howiski on the edge right here trying to pressure Hickey, but the ball just unable to be caught. Good coverage by the Buccaneers. Brings up a punting situation. Should be Micah Brown back deep again.
Nice play by number 11, Marcus Coleman, for the Buccaneers.
It looked like John Carpenter was actually the return man there instead of Brown. The ball came right to him, was able to field it.
We got 7 minutes and 23 seconds remaining inside the first quarter. Let's see if the Buccaneers can bounce back. Their defense was able to, you know, stand tall for them, and let's see if they're able to bounce back after that turnover.
Number 2, Munez, had some meaningful carries and some productive carries last time for the Buccaneers. Let's see if he gets another chance here to move the tote the rock a little bit.
Quick handoff to number 2 up the middle. Looks like he picked up about 6 yards on that carry.
You know, if you take 6 yards every time, you're going to march that ball up and down the field. So the Knights are going to have to figure that out because all 3 of his carries have been for 6 or more.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 4 for the Buccaneers. Line up with twins to the right side, single receiver. Scrivens at the helm. Another handoff to number 2.
Oh, big hit, big hit.
It looked like he made a nice impact hit, but it looked like he picked up the first down before they were able to put that hit on him.
Well, that was DJ Shoppy right there. Check out how Shoppy fills this lane right here, because it's a good run by Munez, and boom, right there he is able to. He's a little high, but he formed that really well, and he does pick up the first down, but no more.
So with that said, it's 6 minutes, 14 seconds remaining in the first quarter, 0-0, and we're going to go ahead and take a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
One of the reasons we've been so successful at Divinity Med Spa is because we understand what people are looking for. They want to look good for their age. We can accomplish this by treatments such as Botox, filler, lasers, and an array of facials. Hernando County's only locally owned and operated med spa. Come see us.
The quarterback right now?
Yeah.
He's been at receiver.
All right, we're back. Yeah, I'm surprised to see Scrivens at quarterback, because we know Woods has been the quarterback, and Curtis Scrivens is back there now, and he seems to be doing a pretty good job of handling the offense.
Well, I see number 14 that you just mentioned, Jaden Wood, has been pretty much going out at the outside receiver. Buccaneers come back out with that twin set motion and another flag on the play.
Looks like some early movement. Bring up 1st and 15 on the 20-yard line, Abe.
I believe that's going to be the 3rd penalty on the Buccaneers so far in this early quarter. And they stick with that same formation.
What's in the middle?
Another handoff to number 2 around the right side. They grabbed his jersey, but he is still powering his way around that corner.
He does keep his balance really well. He does keep his knees pumping, and it proved off important for him there as they picked up a tough 4 yards.
And it seemed like Munez is that type of running back that refused to go down with that first initial contact.
Yeah, and you can see right there in our stats, we have Gulf has 46 yards rushing and 0 yards passing right now. So they are going through Munez for tonight's game plan, at least early first quarter. No, ball's in the air, but it is incomplete for the Buccaneers, which will bring up, I believe, 3rd down. 3rd and 11 here, Abe.
Well, it seems like the Knights defense right now is settling in, and not trying to give up too much. And the Buccaneers are looking to try to establish their run game, especially around their right side of the field.
They are attacking the right side. You're correct. It's a different formation here with the trips. Looks like Holiski in the middle there.
So they got trips left with a single receiver. Scrivens almost a screen, but it's hit in the air, and he's down to the 3-yard line. That's going to be number 88.
That's Papa Manuel. Papa Manuel on the pick, nearly takes it to the house. This is a screen both ways. He has it to the receiver or the tailback, and he's able to read it, put one hand on it, catch it with the other, and bring it to his body before coming down on the 4-yard line, Abe.
So that is another turnover for the Knights. This time they're actually in the red zone.
Yeah.
All they have to do now is just punch it in.
And they get 4 tries. 4 tries for the Knights right here. Here comes first try right now. We've got a new backfield look with a power back, I formation. And
flags on the play.
You see the white hat looking around.
Look like too many men on the field.
Okay, he's going to stay first down. They're going to back him up. 5 yards. So we're going to try it from the 9. The Buccaneers do have a lot of guys there in the blocks for the defense.
Look like they got Matt Barton in the backfield. Quick handoff. He's patient. He tries to turn the corner, but he's met by the Buccaneers.
Yet the Knights right there, they pulled 2 offensive linemen, or it looked like an offensive guard and a tight end. They pulled them around, trying to break Barton free to the end zone, but unsuccessful. But they'll get another shot here at second down. Curious if they're going to let Hickey put this in the air. I know they have in the past let him throw down here. And they have playmakers who can catch this ball. But they are going to go in the gun here, Abe.
Hands off again to number 7. He's met again by the Buccaneers front, which refuses to let him open up any type of holes going up the middle.
Yeah, the Gulf does a great job of getting past the line of scrimmage. I mean, they are pushing the offensive lineman back. They're sliding in there in those A gaps and B gaps, and looks like a tackle for loss, if I'm being honest, because it was on the 9. It looks like it's right now right about the 10. It is third down and goal. You cannot pick up a first down here.
And you mentioned this game would be, played in the trenches. And right now we're seeing where the trenches are being very, very good on both sides of the ball tonight. Quarterback draws back. He's looking for a guy. Pressure, and he's sacked in the backfield. It's going to be 54 and 65.
54 is Aiden Engelbeck, and you're going to see that's his 5th sack on the season. Both the defensive linemen are named Aiden. We got Aiden Eckelbach and Aiden Hoeski for the Buccaneers, but they're gonna go for the field goal here from the left hash, Abe, to try to be the first ones on the scoreboard tonight. Looks like Robert Engelbeck.
All the way is up. You got it? And it's no good.
No good.
Now, looking at this, Dave, the Buccaneers defense stood tall. But we will tell you about that as soon as we come back from this commercial break. 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Hey there! Have you heard about Ron Schuster Pest Control? They've been serving the Nature Coast since 1983 and are experts in keeping your home and lawn pest-free. Give them a call at 352-683-4003 to schedule your appointment. Remember, when it comes to lawn treatments, the grass is always greener at Ron Schuster Pest Control.
All right, Dave, we are back.
So, Dave, the Buccaneers defense stood tall. The Knights were at the goal line looking to punch it in, but costly penalty, it dropped them back. It was hurting. Now we're back to the game, and it looks like Scrivens had to throw the ball out of bounds. Looked like we got a referee down.
You know, Abe, it's been a defensive game. We've had a goal line stand and 2 turnovers, almost a pick 6, and it's still a 0-0 game. So it's definitely a defensive game right now.
And like we said earlier, this game is going to be won and played inside the trenches. And right now, for both teams, the trenches are coming up big for each team. For the Knights trench, where they were able to, that screen pass, they got tossed in the air and able to get down to the goal line. And then for this defense to stand tall for the Buccaneers and get a sack, crucial sack.
Crucial sack, very crucial.
Scrivens hands off to number 2. He finds a seam up the middle, but then cuts back to the outside. Finally met by a host of Buccaneers, but not after picking up 4 yards.
Looked like a little scrum there, right there. They're trying to get Muniz the ball, and he has been the bright light for this offense right now. I mean, he looks electric, and he looks like the guy that can take any play to the house. I mean, it looks like he could break a 60, 70-yard run and not get caught. But, kudos to the Knights defense who's holding him there on this drive. Looks like he's lining up as wide receiver here
Well, the Buccaneers come out with a 4 wide now. Empty backfield. Scrivens at the helm. Drops back.
Oh,
Ball
batted.
hits again.
Yeah,
Ball was immediately batted down.
you keep talking about the trenches, and here comes a guy off the edge, right up. It looked like the C gap with his hands up high, able to bat that ball down.
And that brings up a 4th down. So the Knights defense stand tall, and unable to give those Buccaneers any type of momentum after that turnover.
Looks like we're going to see DJ Shopee back deep to return this punt. Ooh, close. That was some serious hang time there.
But it gives the Knights great field position.
Well, it's not going to be better than last series, but it is definitely over the 50-yard line. But really, great hang time by the punter. And more importantly than the hang time is they didn't give DJ Shopee a chance to return it. The talented athlete, the junior, who is also very electric for the Knights.
Look like the Knights going to come out in a trips to the right side. Hickey shotgun. Quick handoff to number 20.
That's the Anthony Patterson there, who leads the Knights running attack with 9 touchdowns this season.
And he looked like he was able to keep his feet moving and was able to get 5 yards on that play.
Yeah, that was just a quick hand up by Hickey, able to get Patterson moving through the left side of the line, which I think they've gone away from Holeski as much as they can so far in this first quarter. About just under a minute to play in this opening quarter, Abe.
Hickey gives the sign, giving the signal. Look like the Knights decided to call a timeout.
Looks like the Knights want to talk it over.
So with that being said, we got 46 seconds remaining in the first quarter, and we're going to take a commercial break.
For the past 5 years, I haven't ran because I just believed that my body was on the decline, that the pain that I was experiencing was not tolerable enough for me to go out and run. And the day that he adjusted me, I felt that relief, and I felt like I could actually put on my cleats again.
All right, Abe, here we go. 46 seconds left to go in this opening quarter, as the teams are now coming on to the field here from that timeout.
The Knights still line up in that twins. They got motion to the right.
Pulling the guard again.
Quick handoff to number 20. Looked like he's trying to bounce away, but he was hit by a host of Buccaneers. He was able to bounce out, but then the rest of the defense was swarming and able to get to him and take him out of bounds to where he got back to the line of game.
So he runs hard, was able to break it out like you mentioned, but once you hit somebody, they're not as fast, and that buys time for your defense to swarm, and that's kind of what happened there. That's going to run us down here in the first quarter, my guess. I mean, we still have a few seconds left, but I don't know if they're going to be able to get this snap off before, or if they're going to try. But it is 3rd down and a good 5 here.
And that's the end of the first quarter. We got the Knights 0, the Buccaneers 0. We have a great defensive battle going on right now, and we're about to go to a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
One of the reasons we've been so successful at Divinity Med Spa is because we understand what people are looking for. They want to look rested, refreshed, good for their age. We can accomplish this by treatments such as Botox, filler, lasers, and an array of facials, all by a team of trusted experts. This is Divinity, Hernando County's only locally owned and operated med spa. Come see us. We can't wait to meet you.
And we're back to action to start this second quarter off, and the Knights got it as they go into trips formation on the right side of the field with a single receiver. Got motion. Hickey drops back.
Jump
Hits
pass.
number one. Number one's trying to find some room. He's still on his feet. He's finally brought down after picking up the first down and approximately 10 yak yards after the catch.
Yeah, that's Tommy Anastasia on that jump pass from Hickey. You're going to check it out here on the Care One Instant Replay. Under pressure is going to be Hickey right there, and he just jumps, able to give it to Tommy as he goes right up the middle. Good cut there. Able to put two hands on the ball as he finishes the first down play for the Knights. Looks like we're on the 30, inside the 30 here, Abe.
Got motion to the right side. Hickey quick toss to number 20 to the right side. He cuts back up the field, picks up about 10 yards on the play. Finally taken down after he picks up 3 more yards. He picks up the first down for the Knights.
Yeah, that's exactly what D'Anthony Patterson does want. He saw a wall of purple when he got past the line of scrimmage, and he was able to pick his lane that he wanted and move some change and utilize his speed.
So once again, the Knights are knocking on the door. They go into that twin set again, single receiver to the left.
Yeah, an impressive drive here by the Knights, able to pick up some meaningful first downs.
Hickey hands off to number 20.
Yeah, it's Carson Cooley, number 88, in motion, trying to service as a lead block there for Patterson.
But the Buccaneers, number 0, Aiden Holiski, came immediately straight down the line to make that tackle, because had he not made that tackle, there was some room down the field.
Yeah, well played by Holiski. About 2nd and 8 here, Abe. Still have 20 Patterson in at the tail.
Hickey drops back, puts the ball in the air. Number 18 grabs it. Looks like he comes down with the ball.
That's a catch.
That's going to be number 18, Darrell King, for the touchdown for the Knights, which was a beautiful play by Hickey as he dropped back and just put some air under that ball.
Hey, this is a beautiful pass by Hickey, as you mentioned. He just throws it nice and high, lets his playmaker run underneath it, catch it in the back line of the end zone. And King was so excited to bring that in and able to toss it down. What an exciting drive for the Knights here at the early second quarter.
Now, the Buccaneers' corner was on him, but he was able to go up and make a play with his hands and come down with the ball.
Yeah, good pass and good catch beats good coverage most times.
So we got our first punch into the end zone by the Knights early here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and it looked like Robert Engelike made the PAT. We did hear some whistles, so they might be kicking it again here.
So it looked like the Knights were able to come down, with that first pass to Anastasia, as he made some nice yards and yards after catch. Then they started pounding the ball with D'Anthony Patterson, and then they dropped back and put the ball in the air and finally hit number 18, Darrell King, for that nice touchdown for the Knights.
Now, Abe, you just mentioned a lot of names for the Knights. And when we go to golf, they are putting their offense through Muniz. They are giving it to, they were just running, which isn't typical because before they were, they have a different quarterback right now. And, the other, Wood likes to throw. He's leading he's one of the top 5 passers in the area, and he's not in. So, the golf seems to be one-dimensional, and it's still working. I mean, they're still getting 5, 6, 7 yards a pop until they're not.
Well, that short punt gave them some playroom.
Yeah.
And they took advantage of that short punt and that playroom and took it and drove it straight down the field. And I'm quite sure the coach was happy about that drive because the few drives prior to that, turnovers, and a missed field goal kind of hurt them, and especially when they were down at the goal line and that penalty backed them up, which gave them Buccaneers opportunity to shut those points down.
Excited to see what the Buccaneers do on this return.
And we got foot to leather. The ball's in the air. Number 12 gets, he comes up the middle, makes a cut to the right side, pushes his own player, and he got caught back there by the turf monster.
Yeah, that's Micah Brown on the return. He's their primary return man. He was able to get that one. He returned the opening one as well. But yeah, you're right. The turf monster got him. But normal starting position, average starting position here about the 25-yard line for the Buccaneers. Able to see if they can get some first downs here and keep possession. Maybe get someone other than Muniz involved. I know what you're saying. If it's not broke, don't fix it, right?
Right.
And Muniz does a great job running the ball.
Well, they came out, and they've been pounding the ball. Where they haven't been able to be successful is they haven't been able to connect on any passes just yet.
Not yet. They still have 0 yards
game,
receiving.
It seems like they're trying to establish it. Turnovers and penalties also hurt them as well. Now they line back up in that twins set on the right side with a single receiver. Scrivens drops back. He's looking for a guy. He puts the ball in the air.
Oh! Great.
Intended for number 14. That's Jaden Wood. He had steps on the corner.
He did get behind. We're going to see it on this instant replay. Pretty good ball too, and he's past the receiver just off the fingertips. He was unable to get fingertips on it, just out of reach there for the receiver there.
Now, Dave, if he wants to play on Saturdays, he got to sacrifice and jump for that ball and lay out for it. Because that ball was right there at his fingertips. Most coaches will tell you if you touch it, you catch it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got to sacrifice and put your body out there because he was right there. Buccaneers got motion. Scrivens hands off the 2-round on the left side.
Still gets the edge.
He's running hard and picked up about 7 yards on that carry.
Yeah, but he gets out. Somehow he's getting outside, and it's almost like an art when you can get outside consistently on the defense. And every time you do, you're going to be picking up 5 or more yards, which he just did. Look, you can see the stats there: 57 yards rushing by the Buccaneers, no yards passing. Of course, if they would have connected on that last one, things would have changed on the stat line for sure.
Well, I'm quite sure the coach has seen some on that play, and I'm quite sure we're going to see that play again tonight.
Absolutely. Well, it looked like 14 had some speed to burn, to get back behind him that line, and you see that corner's on the line of scrimmage.
Quick pass to number 4. Picks up a first down.
That's Travis' record there on the reception, the first one of the night. Just the tight end being able to get right there in the flats and catch an easy pass right there. Big guy catches it and able to get north and south. Good tackle there by number 8, Jackson Wainwright for the Knights. But it is indeed a first down for the Buccaneers.
And he was able to pick up some more yards after that initial catch as well.
And sometimes you just need the first one as a reception or catch, a pass. You just need a first one to get things going for you.
The Buccaneers go back.
And there's a second one.
Nice hitch by number 3. He finds the outside. He picks up a first down. That's going to be John Michael Carpenter with a great catch on the left side of the field, and then he made some nice run straight down the field.
Yeah. Carpenter was able to it's a quick, short pass, and he's able to get some yards after the catch and move the chains. 2 first downs in a row, both coming from the passing game. But if you noticed, there was a fake to number 2, Muniz, on that play.
So I'm not sure if what the Buccaneers trying to do is they're trying to establish that run. And now they got these linebackers coming up thinking run, and now the quarterback is getting these short passes right behind the linebackers, which are getting these receivers time to get out. Scrivens roll to his right, turns the corner, tries to get out of bounds.
Yeah,
Picks up about 3 yards on that run.
Yeah, the captain, number 99, Jackson Reed, was last one on the scene, able to help him out of bounds. Looked like for a 1 yard gain actually on that play, but That was a tight bunch formation, and he just rolled towards the sideline, hoping to find one of these guys open. But as we mentioned earlier, it's a risky secondary. They like the ball in the air. When the ball's in the air, they come down with it several times for the Knights. I mean, they're leading one of the leading area interceptors there are.
So the Knights line up in a tight formation on the left side with a single receiver on the right. Scrivens still at the helm. Quick hand off the number 2 up the middle. He makes a shake. He makes another shake.
Oh,
He finds
got the
bounce out
edge.
to the left side. He's to the 20. Looks
Keeping
like
those
they
feet
got him at
going.
about the 11-yard line. Some quick feet by number 2. Correction.
Yeah, that was number 2.
That
Was
was
that
number
3?
2.
Yeah, it was number 2. Munez, we talked about how he can break anything. The guard pulled and made a huge block he was actually behind the line of scrimmage, which set Munez free. And then he just utilized his eyes and his wide receivers downfield being able to block. Huge run for the Buccaneers.
So the Buccaneers still can get a first down here.
You're right. Yeah, they are just shy of that 10-yard line now. So they can technically get 4 more downs if needed.
Got motion to the right. Scrivens dropped back.
Yeah.
He tried a little fake hand it off, but it got nowhere because that Knights defense swarmed in, within those trenches.
Yeah, that's Carson Cooley, the senior, being able to, right there, boom, first one on the scene, being able to take him down by himself, number 88.
Look like we have a player down.
Yeah, they are someone. There is a player down, and hopefully it's just a cramp, but we are unsure.
Hey Brian, I'm having a lot of problems with the transmitter down there.
But a good defensive effort there for the Knights.
Are the antennas tight?
I'm excited here to see what the Buccaneers do. They're gonna let Scrivens throw it down here inside the red zone. I know a lot of coaches prefer to run it, especially when you only have, since you have 4 downs. Are they gonna? I mean, he got 2 completions already on this drive. Are they looking for the 3rd, or are they gonna keep the ball in Muniz's hands? What does Gulf plan to do?
So with that, what you just said, they got options. They got quite a few options, But what I've seen is, they're utilizing Muniz and trying to get him involved. They also had, Scrivens, Wood, Jaden Wood wide open.
Yeah.
But what we haven't seen much of is the quarterback doing quarterback keepers around the outside.
And he looks
or
like he
up
has
the middle.
some wheels.
He looked like he has that talent. And with everybody trying to key on those 2 guys, that is a great option to utilize, especially when you're down in a situation like this and you still can get a first down.
Yeah. Unfortunately for the Knights, that's the senior nose guard, Chris Martin, who we spoke about at the beginning of the game, who's a staple for this defensive line, able to he's a big reason why they stopped some of those short yardage runs. So unfortunately, Chris Martin looks like he's going to be helped off. Looks like a little ankle injury. Hopefully he's okay soon.
When we go to halftime, we'll try to troubleshoot it for a minute or 2.
But that could be a big loss here for the Knights.
Well, hopefully that young man is okay.
Yeah, I'm hoping too. He's getting a round of applause by the stadium now, as they're going to take him to the not under the tent, but the athletic trainers are definitely going to take a look at him. I believe we got 2nd down at about 13, Abe.
Now number 4, Travis Rucker did make a nice catch, and I see he's out in the slot right now. Scrivens tried to drop it, but he dropped the ball. He picked it back up.
Wow, they're going backwards. I mean, that could have been dangerous as the quarterback exchange with Munez and Scrivens was not clean. But Scrivens was able to get the ball back, but he did indeed lose about 5 more yards, and it is going to be 3rd and a while. So So like we talked earlier about the defense coming up strong for the Gulf inside the red zone, inside the 10, and here we see it again for now the
Knights.
Knights. You got to put it in the air, right? What do you think, Abe? You putting it in the air? You got a single receiver at the top of our screen there, number 14, one-on-one, no help over the top.
I'm gonna go with Travis Rackard, number 4.
I think they're going to call a timeout here and take a peek. Why don't we take a timeout as well?
For the past 5 years, I haven't ran because I just believed that my body was on the decline, that the pain that I was experiencing was not tolerable enough for me to go out and run. And the day that he adjusted me, I felt that relief, and I felt like I could actually put on my cleats again.
All right. We are back right here, eager to see what this 3rd down and 18 looks like. What do you think?
You know, it's one of them situations to where I'm quite sure the coach is frustrated right now because he's going backwards instead of forward.
Yeah.
And it looked like, you know, Scribbins dropped the ball, but he was able to pick it up and not let the Knights that was putting pressure on that line come in. And when you start having plays like that, that means in those trenches, you know, the Knights are giving pressure. But the Buccaneers, they still got some playmakers on the field.
Oh, they got a different defense up now. They got a single high safety in the middle of the goal line there. And they're sending everybody deep.
Scribbins put the ball in the air.
Oh, that looked like Joe Crosby was going to intercept it.
Well, it looks like the pass was intended for number 0, Aiden Hawiski. And it looked like he was headed straight downfield, but then he moved to the right a little bit, which took him away from the ball. So I'm not sure it was
probably some miscommunication is my guess.
Of what the route was supposed to be, or he's seen something. It could have been a choice route or something like that, to where it was some miscommunication on that. So now the Buccaneers are going to try for a field goal.
Alex Reyes is going to give it a shot. Could be about a 35-yarder. Maybe a little longer. Looks like the Knights are coming. I mean, you got everyone standing up, getting ready to go.
That's about a 40-yard field goal there, Dave.
Good snap, good hold.
And it looks to be.
That's good, Abe. That was good for another 7, 8, 12 yards.
So the Buccaneers have put themselves on the board.
Yeah, check out the snap, quick hold, great kick. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Unable to let the Knights sneak through with their penetration. Nice high kick.
I like that, Dave. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Well, it's 7-3. River Ridge does have the lead. Now you start clock management. We're under 6 minutes to play until half. Yeah. Last time we saw River Ridge march the ball down pretty effortlessly, if I'm being honest.
But they had great field position starting out. They had half a field.
Yeah, that's true.
And that was off of that punt. So right now, you just gave your team hope. Your defense been playing well for the Buccaneers, and now it's up to the Knights to respond.
Well, you can tell that they've been watching film, because the Knights were in the middle, ready for that break from Gulf. They were ready. They were not sleeping there, so that you can tell that they saw something on film. DJ's going to get it here. Oh, he's got a lane.
He got one man to get him. Oh, he's to the 30. He's to the 20. He's to the 10. He's to the 5. And it's touchdown Knights. Number 11. That's going to be DJ Shelby.
Yeah, we know how electric Shelby is, and he just showed us exactly. You're going to check it out. Reyes kicks it right to him, and there is a huge lane. I think I could have drove my truck through there, and he's able to outrun the rest. I'm going to tell you, that was a great return by the Knights. Tough for the Buccaneers after you just had a long, sustained drive, ended in 3 points, and you give it back that quick.
But Dave, look at this. I saw the play from start to finish. but he did not beat our camera crew. Our camera crew was on that play from start to finish. I got to give a big shout out to our camera crew tonight for being able to catch a great play like that from start to finish. That young man ran and had one man to beat.
Hey, they run that 4.440. We all know about that. Hey, the point by Robert is good. That brings it 14-3 with just 13 seconds in between those scores. So it's 14-3. Golf's going to get their chance back on offense as the Knights are going to kick this ball back to the Buccaneers.
So right there, you had a special team make a special play. You know, the game was looking one way. We thought we were going to see an offensive drive, and they had the short field from last time, but they showed us that special teams show up in special games, and he had a nice kick return that he could put in the books.
Yeah, it's on kickoff. It is so tough because you're kicking it to the other team's fastest, most athletic guys generally, and now the Buccaneers going to have their fast, athletic guys back deep. We know Micah Brown's one of them. He's back deep. Looks like DeAndre Thomas is the other.
And we got total leather the balls away.
What speed. Thomas trying to return the favor. Big tackle.
He looked like he had some nice footwork going into that, but the Knights defense was able to stay home and make a great play.
That was a big hit for that. You said special plays by special teams, and that could have been the game, a touchdown-saving tackle right there. I mean, Thomas showed us that he was electric.
He had a seam, but that seam closed very quickly.
Yeah.
And it was a great tackle. He didn't arm tackle. You know, he was able to make a solid tackle to where he didn't get no more yards after he wrapped him up.
Well, they still have 5 minutes to put some points on the board. Does the Buccaneers.
Buccaneers come with a 4-wide set motion. Quick hitch.
Uh-oh, that's a live ball. That's a live ball.
And it looks like the Knights going to get it.
Yeah, that was a one-handed attempt to catch the ball behind the line of scrimmage. You're going to see this catchable ball right here by Scrivens.
It was a little bit behind him where he tried to grab the ball, but unfortunately it's a turnover for the Buccaneers, which gives the Knights great field position.
Yeah, this is great field position for Hickey and the boys. They are 30 yards away from the end zone, and they are under 5 minutes to go in the half. You can see 2 fumbles and 1 interception for the Buccaneers. It's a lot of turnovers early in the first quarter. But Hickey still has the ball. He's going to run it, Abe. He's going to run it.
Hickey did a little pump. It wasn't there. He kept it. It took it around the right side and got some positive yards.
Looks like 5 yards. Yeah, look about 5 yards for Hickey. That's the sophomore quarterback. You know, Golf's defense has been out on the field quite a bit, and you do see some players playing both sides of the ball, especially in the secondary for the Buccaneers.
Brian, you're going to want to get further back. Get the ball faster.
Ball to the ground. Hickey looks like he had the option. He was trying to option out the number 7, Barton, but he decided to keep it because of that Buccaneer front.
Yeah, Barton wanted that pitch too, and Hickey wanted to give it to him, but the Buccaneers had outside leverage on the quarterback, and that was not a safe pitch. So Hickey tucked it and saved possession there.
He lost about 2 yards on the play.
Better than losing the fumble, but it's going to be 3rd and a while here.
Hickey dropped back, he throws a pass number 88, but he's met by a host of Buccaneers.
That's going to be Cooley on the catch, and he only took 4 of them to bring him down, but they did indeed bring him down. But you are right, Abe. We're going to check it out here on how many players does it take to bring him down. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6th Buccaneer brings down Big Cooley.
But a defensive coordinator loves that.
Oh,
They
yeah.
love the guys swarming to the ball and everybody making their way to the ball. So I'm quite sure the defensive coordinator is happy about how they're containing and they're all flying to the ball.
Hey, we got another field goal attempt here on 4th down. Over 40 yards. It looks like he's down the middle, Abe. And it sure is. We got 2 field goals in the first half. Great kick.
The Buccaneers had their field goal. Check out this Tier 1 instant replay.
Check. Yeah, you're going to see a great hold, great snap. The holder's looking at him. He gives him the okay. Snaps, brings it down. Great follow through. And look at that, right down the middle. Good job, Mr. Robert Engelwijk, on that long field goal.
Well, Robert said he didn't want the Buccaneers coming on his field, kicking a long field goal without him getting that opportunity and coming back and kicking an even longer field goal on his field. He's like, this is my field. This is where I kick field goals. I'm going to be the one with the longest kick tonight.
The competition inside the competition, absolutely. Well, we got 2 good kickers, 2 good holders, and 2 good snappers on the field.
And we got
currently
2 good teams playing very hard right now. The score says 17-3, but watching this game and watching them go up and down the field, from the turnovers to the penalties to the field goals now, we got a great game on our hands.
Looks like they're going back to Thomas. Yeah, he's got it. Thomas has it.
Thomas looking for a seam.
Yeah, quick tackle there by number 8, Jackson Wainwright, on the kickoff for the Knights. And a good run there by number 13, DeAndre Thomas, who we saw in back-to-back returns. They got 2 minutes and 42 seconds to go to answer these last couple points from the Knights.
And Dave, this is somewhat of a night that has been all about the special teams. You know, we had the short field with the punt. Special team recovered very well. We had the kick return all the way back for a touchdown. Then we had 2 field goals. These are special teams and special plays.
Well, they got a trips look going right now, so they might be trying to put it downfield.
Scriven still strokes the screen to number 12. And he's met by a host of Knights after picking up about a yard and a half.
That's the returner, Micah Brown, on the reception there. Able to just get a couple yards, but definitely has the catch secured. Okay. But we do have the refs. Looks like they're calling a quick timeout. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Let's take a peek at the McMurdo Family Vision scoreboard. Always great, Abe, to see some of the local scores in the regional family scoreboard. But we're back in action here. We have just over 2 minutes to play in the first half. Looks like a 2nd down and 9 for the Buccaneers.
And the Buccaneers come back in that trips package with that single receiver on the left side. Scriven's still in the shotgun. He drops back. He rolls to his left, finds a man in the middle, number 12. He tries to make a move. He picks up the first down. He's still on his feet, and he's finally hit by that swarm of Knights.
Yeah, that's going to be Jackson Wainwright again on the tackle. But a great catch there by Micah Brown, able to pick up the first down.
And then Michael Brown was able to accelerate slightly before he was met by the Knights defense. Michael showed some nice footwork.
Yes, Scrivens looked like he was going to run the ball and was able to keep the pass alive there late before crossing the line of scrimmage.
Hands off to number 2, and he burst through like he came through a cannon, and he's still busting down the field. after picking up 18, 19 yards on the play. That was a beautiful run.
Yeah, he ran 7 yards after the contact. You're going to see this contact initiated by Nunez here coming right up. Just quick burst. Right there's the contact and able to pick up 7 more yards with a strong run. Antonio Nunez delivering the boom. The senior, 5'6", 180 pounds of muscle, able to quickly accelerate. We are going to take a visit to our commercial. See you guys in a few minutes. All right, Abe, we got 90 seconds until halftime. The ball's over the 50-yard line. Gulf has had some success here passing the ball. They've had some success here with Nunez running the ball. And the Knights, our defense is now coming out to line up.
Now, Scriven's been having success with those short passes. He's been hitting his receivers between the 2 and 5 yards, and the receivers have been making the yards at the catch. He drops back again.
Screen.
Number 3.
He came back for the screen, but I did see a quick yellow flag at the point of catch. So my guess is we're going to have some holding. Still waiting for the signal here. That's generally what you see when it's at the catch. Eyes right there on that white hat. Could be a legal man downfield, but let's find out. Gulf does look like they are expecting against them as they have backed up into their huddle. It is, and that is going to back them up. All right. 1st and 20, Abe.
Look like the Knights going into this trips again to the right side of the field. Twins on the left. Scriven's got the backfield to himself in shotgun formation.
Some deep safeties.
He drops back. Quick hitch to number 3. And number 3 immediately taken out of bounds.
That's John Michael Carpenter again on the catch. That's about his 3rd catch on the evening.
Looks like it's going to be a 2nd down and a long way to go. 2nd and 19 for the Buccaneers with less than 54 seconds remaining in the first half. Looks like we got a timeout on the field by the Knights. So with that being said, the score is 17 River Ridge, 3 Gulf. Let's take a commercial break and we'll be right back.
Certainly I'm an avid golfer, been, golf usually weekly, play a lot with my wife.
With the repetitive motion, as you know, with a lot of golfers, it's an unnatural motion that you put your body through.
After suffering for years with shoulder pain, Mike chose stem cell therapy as an alternative to surgery.
I'm just excited because patients that have been in pain for years that are now doing the things that they want to do. And Mike's just going to be adding to that list.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for stem cell treatment.
Hey there! Have you heard about Ron Schuster Pest Control? They've been serving the Nature Coast since 1983 and are experts in keeping your home and lawn pest-free. Give them a call at 352-683.
And we're back to action with 48 seconds remaining in the first half, with the Knights leading 7-3. Handoff to number 2 to the left side. He turns the corner. Still on his feet. Finally knocked down out of bounds.
Munez is always shedding tacklers. He just keeps shedding them. He runs behind his shoulder pads, and he always gets the edge. He's always at the sideline, almost on every run, no matter if it's they all start in the middle, right? And he always seems to break it to the sideline there. And now it's a third and manageable with 34 seconds to go till halftime. He did get out of bounds, so the clock has stopped. I'm kind of eager to see if Gulf comes out in the empty set or if they're going to leave Nunez back there.
Well, once again, we'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to Gulf Coast Sports Network, where you can subscribe and like. Looks like the Buccaneers go in four wides formation. Scrivens drop back, pressure. Scrivens had room, puts the ball in the air, and it looked like a completed pass. And he's out of bounds.
It was a catch. It was a catch, but the referee's saying he was out of bounds. Great catch there by Nunez.
Now, Scrivens had a wide open lane. I thought he was going to take that ball and take it down the left side of the field, but he decided to throw the ball. That's showing he's not a selfish player.
It does bring up fourth down, though, Abe. And he likely would have gotten the first, but he was going for some big yards and nearly had them. So we got 30 seconds, fourth down, and a very competitive ball game right here.
And it's coming to you live from Gulf Coast Sports Network right here at James Valentine Sports Complex. Hands off the Munez. He gets the first down.
Oh, he's still on his feet. All right.
So they pick up the first down. They're still moving. They got 24 seconds remaining. Check out this Care 1 instant replay.
Yeah, he's just going to go right here for the motion. He goes straight up the field, right behind his big blocker, Hoeski, and able to pick up some meaningful first downs with short time left here in the first half. Quick timeout to stop the clock. And, I expect to see Scrivens put this ball back in the air.
You're right. And Jaden Wood, the last time he was wide open, I expect him to look for him or Travis Rackard. They both had, nice catches. It looked like those are some of his go-to guys, and we got less than 24 seconds to see what he's going to do. It looks like we got the Buccaneers band in the house tonight. We got the Knights band in the house. We got a nice crowd on hand. Look like they'll be performing at halftime. We got four wide stack set. Scrivens shotgun. He drops back.
He's got time.
Tries to get to the outside.
He stayed in bounds. He is in bounds on that tackle.
Dylan Adams.
That's Dylan Adams on the sack. And finally, a timeout called with 9 seconds left to go in this halftime. He had time. He had time until he didn't on that. Once you break the contain, it's a foot race, and he kept his eyes downfield, and then he was trying to get out of bounds to save the timeout, and was just a few yards short.
Well, it looks like the Knights have been working on their pursuit drills and angles, because every time they try to go to the left side, other than that poundful hitting coming from the Knights, the Buccaneers trying to turn that corner, they're swarming over there, and they're coming at great pursuit angles.
Putting pressure on Scrivens has been key for this defense. He's been relatively flawless tonight, but they're going to have the safety, right? It looks like he's on the 2-3-1. Now he's on the goal line. He's just going to read the quarterback. That's going to make it tough to complete, but they're going to see what they can do here. Oh, tip ball. Is he in? He's
out of
not
bounds with
in.
the interception.
Yeah, out of bounds. Scrimmage took a hit there. Number 99, Jackson Reed, the junior, came untouched, unblocked, off the edge. You're going to see it right here. Here he is at the top of your screen or the bottom. He's just going to come untouched right now, up high. Makes it for a tough throw. Nice catch by the defense, dragging his toes. He was just already out of bounds.
So it looks like we'll have a final play. We got
this
two
is a 2
seconds
seconds.
remaining.
Unless there's a foul on the defense, this should be the last play. Definitely throwing the ball up into the end zone. Looks like they have almost. They may have two safeties back there.
So Scriven's been throwing to the left side of the field. So looks like number 14, Jaden Woods, lined up. He's up.
Oh,
he's hit.
Touched it again. Number 99 coming through. Jackson Reed. That's twice in a row.
Well, looked like the referee was late to blow the whistle, so he might have been hit before he was able to release that ball, which made it a fumble.
Outstanding defense by the Knights this first half. Several turnovers, several tackles for loss, a couple sacks, a lot of rushes, batted down balls, almost interceptions. I mean, a really strong outing by this defense in the first half. And that's been the difference between the score as you look at it, 17-3 in favor of the defensive Knights. Let's throw it down to Will Wilkie.
Thank you, Abe and Dave. What a first half. We've had a lot of action here. 17-3 is your halftime score, River Ridge over Gulf, but it's really been a back and forth game and a lot of big plays. We hope you're enjoying the broadcast here tonight on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. And we're going to take a break for halftime, and we'll be back for the second half in about 20 minutes.
So let's knock it out the park like you always do.
Hey there! Have you heard about Ron Schuster Pest Control? They've been serving the Nature Coast since 1983 and are experts in keeping your home and lawn pest-free. Give them a call at 352-683-4003 to schedule your appointment. Remember, when it comes to lawn treatments, the grass is always greener at Ron Schuster Pest Control.
One of the reasons we've been so successful at Divinity Med Spa is because we understand what people are looking for. They want to look rested, refreshed, good for their age. We can accomplish this by treatments such as Botox, filler, lasers, and an array of facials, all by a team of trusted experts. This is Divinity, Hernando County's only locally owned and operated med spa. Come see us. We can't wait to meet you.
Waiting the second half kickoff, under a minute before that occurs. What do you think they spoke about at halftime if you are one of the Gulf Buccaneers? What do you think Coach is saying?
We still in this game. We still got plenty of time. We need to limit these penalties, limit these turnovers, and we need to establish the run or the pass. We need to find our identity this second half. We've been having flash of great runs and a few flashes of some nice plays with some nice yaks. So that means we need to give it to the receivers so they can make bigger plays. But we have to ensure we're doing those things. And our defense been doing a great job, and they need to continue to do a great job because actually the defense only have given up 10 points.
Yeah,
The
because of
other
special
seven came
teams.
off the special teams. So it's one of those things that, hey, let's limit the penalties, continue to play like a team, and let's find ourselves on offense. Defense have kept us in this game, and let's get ball control. But when we have that ball control, make sure we're ending it with points.
Absolutely, Abe. It's a game of inches, right? That go ball down the side of the line in the first half, late there in the second quarter, was inches away from being caught, and that could be a 10-17 game right there. But you look at this. This is the Knights being prepared because they must have seen on film that they'll break this huddle and he'll run to the ball and kick it, and then they'll recover it if there's no one there. But obviously the Knights are there, so they probably won't do it, or they
Oh, they
will.
just did it.
They did, and they were prepared. A lot of times teams will do that, and if the other team just is with one or two guys there, it's a numbers game, right? 12 on 2, or not 12 on 2, 11 on 2. But unfortunately for the Knights, it didn't work. It was recovered by the Knights, and they got amazing field position here, Abe.
But sometimes when you have a close game like this, I guess they didn't want to kick it deep and let another special team make a special play.
Yeah, yeah. DJ was back deep, and he's not a fun guy to kick to.
So here we are starting out in the third quarter. We got four wides stacked. Look like we got an
Yeah,
encroachment
he
by the
went all the
Buccaneers
way
immediately.
across.
So I'm quite sure come Monday, him and the coach gonna have a nice long talk to where he may be running some gaskers.
Well, and he's an important part of the defense. That's Aiden Engelbrecht, and we've already seen him with a sack today, and you know, a lot of times it's that first step that matters. So let's give it another try. Here's 1st and 5.
Higgy drops back, puts the ball in the air.
Over them all. But it looked like he was trying to get that to Matt Barton, the running back, and you saw him shift late to the line of scrimmage there, late in the cadence, as you see it here. There's number 7 coming up to the slot position, and it's just he's got pressure. He just over tossed it, which sometimes occurs.
Which bring up 2nd and 5 for the Knights. They go in that twin set to the right side, single receiver to the left. Hickey, quick toss.
Yeah, number 14 for golf. That's Jaden Wood, who flew up and turned the ball carrier inside, but unable to get many yards off that.
And once again, that Buccaneer defense, they contained that outside, and they were there quickly and was able to make a big play, keeping that running back from turning the corner.
Brings up 3rd down, Abe.
Hickey goes back, throws a nice little hitch pass to number 1. It's going to be Tommy Anastasia.
So it's going to be 4th and a little. Well, it depends on if they mark it where he caught the ball or where he was tackled. It looks like they're marking him where he was tackled because he did make a move back towards the line of scrimmage. So he lost about 1.5 yards from that move because he was just shy of the sticks when he caught it. I believe they're going to punt this ball and play the field position game. Robert Engelike is back to punt. He's also the PAT and the strong kicker. He's going to punt for the team. Back deep should be number 12, Micah Brown. Let's find out if that is indeed Micah Brown back deep.
Looked like it might have been a flag on the play.
All right, that's actually John Michael Carpenter, number 3, back deep. Michael Brown's taking a break. Good snap, good hold, good kick. He's going to return it.
Still on his feet. Nice little spin cycle.
He was on his feet till he wasn't, because they actually picked him up and then took him down. All right, that'll bring up the first offensive series for the Buccaneers in the second half, and see if they're going to respond with Munez. You can see there they got 131 yards on the ground and 42 in the air. And we've talked before the game how most of their games they're averaging over 400 yards or right at 400 yards. So they are just shy of the 200 mark right now, on their way to their 400 goal.
Buccaneers got the receiver split wide. Handoff to number 2. He pounds his way up the middle, but he's stopped immediately by the Buccaneers. Correction, by the Knights. After he picked up 1.5 yards on the play.
Yeah, Gulf had everyone inside the box there. They had 2 wings. They had motion. I mean, they had everyone in, and then they went right up the middle there. But they did get a good 2.5 yards there. Brings up 2nd and 8.
The Buccaneers stay in that split receiver set. Quick handoff to number 2 again up the middle.
Able to shed the first would-be tackler. Comes down right at the sticks. It's going to be an important mark here. It looks like he's over the first down, and they are indeed signaling over the first down. You're going to see in this instant replay, he's going to be bet right at the line of scrimmage, right there, and he's able to shed the tackler, keep his feet moving, and fall forward for a first down for the Buccaneers. Looks like a 3-man front right now. Looks like it's a 4-man front now for the River Ridge Knights.
Buccaneers come with that twin set to the right side.
They're checking with the coach. Check with the coach is the Gulf.
Again, handoff to number 2 up the middle. He's still moving. He picks up a first down and still going down the field.
Yeah, he slips that first tackler again, and you can see DJ Shobi trying to rip that ball out at the end of the tackle here. But check out Munez as he shed that first tackle there, keeps his feet moving, 2 hands on the ball. Shobi unsuccessful on ripping that ball out. It'll be a first down for the Gulf as they crossed over the 50-yard line. Now they have 162 yards rushing, 42 yards in the air for over the 204 mark. Looks like they're showing blitz, Abe.
Quick little hitch to 0.
He's a big fella. That's Aiden Holeski on the catch. He's a big guy to bring down. Unfortunately for the Buccaneers, he wasn't able to get going once he caught the ball. So it'll be 2nd down and about a long 8.
Looked like they might have had a player down on the right side of the field for the Buccaneers.
Why don't we take a commercial break here, Abe, on this timeout?
Hey there! Have you heard about Ron Schuster Pest Control? They've been serving the Nature Coast since 1983 and are experts in keeping your home and lawn pest-free. Give them a call at 352-683-4003 to schedule your appointment. Remember, when it comes to lawn treatments, the grass is always greener at Ron Schuster Pest Control.
All right, we are back.
Handoff number 2 again, missed tackle by the Knights. Number 2 turns the right side.
And he's right by that sideline again. He does such a good job of breaking contain, and he's always at the sideline and able to pick up some big yards. Every time he goes out to the sideline, Abe, he's getting 5, 6, 7 or more yards as he breaks down enough for the first down here for the Buccaneers. A strong offensive series here to start the second half for the Buccaneers.
And it seems like the Knights have him wrapped up in the backfield, but it looks like they're trying to arm tackle him, and
Yeah,
it's not going to work.
They're on the wrong side of Nunez each time they're on his backside, and they've just missed some tackles.
Scrivens drops back, put the ball in the air. Nice catch by number 14. That's going to be Jaden Wood on the catch. Looks like he picked up about 6 yards on that.
Yeah, that's a little longer throw than we've seen from Scrivens. You're just going to see a quick fake there as he drops back, wanting deep, but he goes here in immediate as Wood comes back for the ball. And it does look like a 5-yard gain. Maybe 6. But it does put him on the left hash. They do prefer to run to the right in that trip set, and we do see the trips tight set right now, Abe. See if we're going to get Nunez to the top of our screen.
Hand off Nunez is following number 4. He's bouncing off
Wow.
players, still on the feet, and
Wow.
he pounds his way to the 1-yard line.
Abe, you called it. These arm tackles are not going to work, and he runs so well behind his shoulder pads. And the Buccaneers are hustling to the line of scrimmage, but you're going to see this instant replay as he right here, boom, hard cut, gets north-south, and just keeps his feet moving and initiates the last contact there. First and goal.
Hands
He's got
off to
room.
number 2, round right, left
And
side.
He's in.
He's in for the end zone.
He is in for the score. He does throw the ball into the end zone. I thought it might have been a fumble, but he was well into the end zone before he did it. So that's going to make it 17-9, and we have the PAT coming up here shortly.
And like I said, after we came back, we'll have is plenty time in this ball game. You just have to be patient, go with what's working.
Well, we saw Reyes last time make the long field goal, and he should be pretty automatic from this range. But let's find out. Great view there by our camera crew.
Ball is up and it's good, which makes that 10.
17-10. We told you it was going to be a good ball game, and here we are, 17-10. Impressive start to the second half by the Buccaneers, and now we get to see what does River Ridge do to respond.
Now the Buccaneers did respond well once they got the ball back, and they drove down the field. Now the Buccaneers are looking at 202 yards rushing already, with over 50 yards passing. So their defense has been playing strong. So you take back that special teams play on the Knights, we had a 10-10 ball game.
Yeah.
So now the Buccaneers are looking for a big play to stop the Knights right now and get the ball back.
And they kick it again. It's picked up. He's got some room. Yeah, so what the Knights are trying to do is if they pick that up, they want to take the sideline because Gulf is committing everyone to the middle. Everyone. And it looks like Reyes is actually trying to kick the ball at a person because if it hits a person, doesn't matter if it's gone 10 yards or not, and that's a live ball. So great kickoff strategy, all right, but it was picked up pretty well by the Knights. Now let's see what this offensive series looks like. Last time is a 3-and-out. You got 2 backs in the backfield here, Abe.
Look like the Knights come straight up the middle with number 7, Mark Barton.
Yeah, Matt Barton on the carry there. And this is a chance for the River Ridge to try to reestablish that running game.
Well, it looks like the Buccaneers head coach, he has faith in his defense because he keeps doing that onside kick. So he expects his defense to do something big for him and stop the Knights once they cross that 50 trying to threaten. Another quick handoff to number 20. Looks
DeAndre
like he
Patterson.
pounding his way up to a first down.
Yeah, he does. He does bring the ball over the line to beat. So that's Patterson on the carry, and you know, it's not always a special plays. I mean, these are hard nosed plays where he's contacted right there. He just keeps his feet moving. He's got some blockers nearby, but falls forward for the big first down and a new set of downs. Why don't we take a peek at the McMurdo Family Vision Regional Scoreboard, Abe? Always enjoy looking at those local scores, Abe. I say it every time, but it's, so many people are part of these football games. Not just players, but fans, cheerleaders, bands, teachers, coaches, the communities. It's a community event, so it's always fun to see how everybody's playing at night. Oh, they got him again. Yeah, he crossed over the line of scrimmage, which is going to be a free set of downs. That's pretty disciplined for an offensive team to not go when the quarterback says hike. I mean, it takes some practice and some discipline. I know I've been on some teams where people just kept jumping even though they knew it was on 2 or 3 or no snap, no play, whatever the case.
But most coaches get on their team and say, watch the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. Only if, oh, there's a 4-man front. Oh, he's got some room.
Hand off to number 20 around the left side. He's still on his feet. He's pushing his stiff arm and still moving down his feet. Picks up the first down and more. And now a flag comes on the field.
Yeah, that was a great run with the eyes by DeAnthony Patterson, able to zig and zag throughout the entire play. Looks like we got an offensive lineman who's either cramping or has an ankle injury right now, trying to feel better. We're gonna take a commercial break real quick while they tend to our buddy there on the ground. All right, our buddy number 70 was able to walk off. Has to sit out at least one play. That was King on the catch. Great catch with the man hands as he's faded out of bounds. But it was out of bounds. Just barely out of bounds. Just barely out of bounds on the throw by Hickey to King. That would have been the second connection between the two. Should bring up second down. A hurry up offense, no huddle.
The Knights are knocking on the door in the twin set. Single receiver to the left side. Checking with the coach. Five minutes, 4 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah, Hickey was going to pitch it, but decided to keep it. And Some of those Buccaneer defenders found themselves right around his ankles real quick, fast, and in a hurry. Should bring up third down and probably 9, Abe. Now, they stalled here in the first quarter at this very location after that interception by the defensive lineman, Papa Manuel.
And they also was hit with a couple penalties as well that backed them up. And then they tried for that field goal.
See if they can capitalize here on third down. Direct snap to Patterson. Tried a little trickery there as Hickey walked up to the line of scrimmage to give a fake call. And the direct snap to Patterson, unsuccessful for the first down or the touchdown. But it does bring up a 4th and about 6. I bet they're going to come up here with the field goal. He was good from 40 plus earlier. Should be able to, but this is from the right hash. Let's see if we can get it up and through. Great view there. Look at that view, Abe. We get to see the hold, the snap, and the kick.
There's a flag on the play.
Looks like the kick was good. We're going to check the referees and see what the flag is. Is it on the defense or the offense? Someone might have jumped. The White Hat's about to tell us. Offsides on the defense. Still first or fourth down. It wasn't enough to give him a first. Do you decline and take the kick? Was it before the snap?
You know, listen, Dave. Patterson's been running hard.
It looks like they're going to bring the offense. They might bring the offense back out. Let's see.
Well, Patterson's been running very powerful this third quarter. I would feed the ball back to him, or they still look like they're going for the field goal. Unless they got a fake field goal up their sleeve.
Well, it must have been before the kick was good, or else they would have declined the penalty. High snap. Way to get it down was the holder number 2. That's Hickey, the quarterback, with some athleticism. Did you see that? He had to come up to his feet, grab the ball, and bring it back down and let the kicker kick it. Look at this. He checks with the kicker. The ball is going to be above his head. Boom, comes up, comes down. Wow. Well done, Mr. Hickey. And those are 3 points, which makes it a 2-score ball game. 3 minutes and 21 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
So both teams have gone up and down the field and answered each other.
Yes. The River Ridge Knights have had less penalties, and they've gotten 10 points. Well, they've gotten 13 points here from their special teams with the kickoff return and the 2 field goals here. (20-10) here in the third, awaiting the kickoff.
3 minutes, 25 seconds remaining in the third quarter, and we got foot to toe to boot.
Could be Michael Brown on the return, Abe.
Takes to the right side of the field, cuts back, still on his feet, and he finally brought down.
Just shy of the 20. I mean, he's just barely over the 15. He went north-south. It was a great kick, great high, long, far kick. And Micah took it up the middle and ended up on the other sideline, unfortunately unable to break any tackles, which gives them a long field to play with here. I mean, shy of the 20-yard line. This is below average starting position here for the Buccaneers. But last offensive series, they just took the ball down and marched it down with a heavy dose of Munez and a few short passes.
Handoff to Munez again. He burst out the middle, picks up about 8 yards on the carry.
Yeah, he's over the 20 carry mark. Looks like little gingerly walking back to that huddle. He's had a busy night. Busy night for Munez. Should be 2nd down and 2. Looks like the River Ridge Knights are also checking with their coach for their defensive assignments. Looks like they're trying to take away that A gap.
They're in that twin set. Scriven keeps it. Tries to go up the middle. Picks up about a yard and a half. He might have the first down after that last push by his offensive line.
Great job with the play call there to fake it to Munez, who isn't feeling 100%, as we saw him gingerly walk back to the play before, and letting Scrivens keep the ball and carry for the first down. The defensive end for the Knights stayed home and made a pretty simple tackle there, but number 99.
They made him lay down. He gets back up.
He's limping off, though. That's Jackson Reed as he hobbled off.
Scrivens put the ball deep in the air.
Deep ball.
Flag on the play. Looked like it's going to be pass interference. The cornerback did not turn around to face.
Yeah, that's Jack French on the coverage. He's actually played a decent game for the Knights tonight, but he just couldn't get his head around once he saw that the ball was coming. Didn't really give him a chance to make a play on it, but flag was tossed. The referees look to respot.
15, which would give them another first down.
Yeah, it is a first down for the Buccaneers as they approach the 50-yard line. They're just shy of the 45 here. Still plenty of time in the ball game. Minute 51 seconds to go in the third quarter. The Buccaneers have a lot of faith in their secondary, and you can see how many people they are committing to the middle of the field right there. That's the second time they've tried to go deep.
Quick handoff to different running back in the backfield. And he's skating down the field.
Still in bounds.
All the way down to the 5-yard line. First time we've seen number 33 run the ball.
Jonathan Jackson, the freshman running back, getting his first taste of action. You're just going to see him go right up the middle here as he busts to the right. But check him out with a quick stiff arm, propels him forward, and he just tries to keep his balance and stay in bounds, which he does do. Another impressive offensive drive for the night, or for the Buccaneers.
It looked like we have a Knight player down on the field.
Yeah, he was in the tackle there at the end of the play. Hey, why don't we take a commercial break as they tend to the injured player on the ground.
One of the reasons we've been so successful at Divinity Med Spa is because we understand what people are looking for. They want to look rested, refreshed, good for their age. We can accomplish this by treatments such as Botox, filler, lasers, and an array of facials, all by a team of trusted experts. This is Divinity, Hernando County's only locally owned and operated med spa. Come see us. We can't wait to meet you.
Well, the injured player for the River Ridge Knights is Trey Gonzalez, a freshman. He's able to walk off on his own power, gingerly from their sideline to his sideline, and as soon as he reaches the sideline, they'll be able to play this ball game. Looks like they are on the 12-yard line, Abe. No, they're inside the 10. I checked that. That's a 7-yard line, Abe.
He must have went out of bounds because it looked like he was brought down to the 5-yard. Okay.
Yeah, it's a 7-yard line. So it's first and goal for the Buccaneers, and it looks like Nunez is back in for the Buccaneers. Checking with the coach.
Handoff to number 2. He's trying to pound his way up, but he was unable to get anywhere because he was met by a host of Knights on that play.
But again, he was able to shake off the first would-be tackler. I mean, he didn't win any yards, but he could have lost more. That's like the 6th time we've seen him shake off. I mean, he's not the overpowering back that you see that's 240 pounds being able to do that. I mean, he's 180 pounds. He's very strong, but very impressive to see.
Scrivens takes the ball. He rolls to the right. Got a man going across, and he throws a dart to number 3 in the end zone. That's going to be John Michael Carpenter for the touchdown.
You know, we've seen Carpenter on the offense, defense, and the special teams. You're going to just see this, but Scrivens just rolls to the right. Quick buck there, and he just throws the ball right to Carpenter, who's wide open on a flood concept as everybody's moving to the sideline. He kind of stops his feet, and it's an easy throw and an easy catch there. So now it's 16-20 with the PAT coming up.
And he ran a nice little curl route inside as they flooded everybody to the right side of the field.
Easy hold, easy snap, and
he's blocked.
That has been blocked. You can see DJ Shapi over there on the block, not loving his fingers right now. But he also was the person who has the kickoff return earlier in the game, and now he has a PAT block.
Well, Dave, there's 59 seconds remaining in the third quarter. We got a 20-16 game. River Ridge Knights is leading by 4 points.
Yeah. So field goal here would make the third field goal or the fourth attempt, and it would give it just a one score. I'm sure the Knights are looking for 7, not 3, and I'm sure the Buccaneers are looking for 0 and have another defensive stand like we saw a lot of in the first half.
Now, is this the time where you try that play again with trying to kick to find a man, or do you just kick it deep?
About to find out. They do kick it. Oh, he better fall on it. So he didn't catch it as clean as they have in the past.
The Buccaneers trying to say they have it.
Well, anything can happen. Yeah, you can see the ball right there in number 5's hand. That's recovered there by Tate Finer. Tate Finer. Big recovery there as he didn't get it clean. It was right by his feet. He had to grab it, pull it in, get in the fetal position.
But I'm quite sure it was a tussle up under there.
Oh yeah. Well, you saw the Buccaneers attack him so that they, anything can happen when under a pile. You probably know better than most. Just because you had it doesn't mean you have it when you come out. Oh, good fake by Hickey. Good fake. I thought that was a handoff up the middle, but Hickey pulled it out. Great strong play there for the first down. Going to see if they mark that for a 7-yard gain, or can't tell exactly where he went about. It looked like a 5-yard gain, but regardless, it was a gain. Bring up 2nd and 5 here, Abe, as they just kind of line up. See if they already have the play.
So the Knights stay in that twin set. They got 2 backs, shotgun formation, quick handoff. The Buccaneers are there.
Yeah, that's Matt Barton on the tough yards, the tough carry there, trying to eat up a little bit of the clock. That should take us to the end of the third quarter with your score, River Ridge Knights 20 and the Gulf Buccaneers 16. And we got us a ball game, Abe.
And with that being said, we'll be right back. We're going to take a commercial break.
Certainly I'm an avid golfer, been, golf usually weekly, play a lot with my wife.
With the repetitive motion, as you know, with a lot of golfers, it's an unnatural motion that you put your body through.
After suffering for years with shoulder pain, Mike chose stem cell therapy as an alternative to surgery.
I'm just excited because patients that have been paying for years that are now doing the things that they want to do, and Mike's just going to be adding to that list.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for stem cell treatment.
Hey there! Have you heard about Ron Schuster Pest Control? They've been serving the Nature Coast since 1983 and are experts in keeping your home and lawn pest-free. Give them a call at 352-683-4003 to schedule your appointment. Remember, when it comes to lawn treatments, the grass is always greener at Ron Schuster Pest Control.
Abe, it looks like we got third and short here. Still shotgun formation.
Hickey hands off to number 7. He goes around the right side, picks up the first down. He's still moving.
Oh, boy.
Still moving his feet, turns
Oh,
the right
boy.
corner. Got 2 men to beat, and he was finally brought down.
That was a great run by Matt Barton. Just trying to pick up the first down here, but he's able to keep his shoulders square and avoid some contact and keep his balance and able to bust through for about 20 yards. Right here, he follows his blocks, able to keep his balance, and then he finds a sideline, and it's just a foot race getting tackled there at the sideline. Great carry for that young man.
Another handoff to Barton. He goes straight up the middle. Looks like he picked up about 2 yards on that carry.
It's easy to feed them once they get some positive yards. A touchdown here does make it a favorable matchup for the Knights. As you can see, their rushing stats, they've eclipsed 100 yards of total offense so far, where Gulf has over 300. We'll get.
Looked like they've inserted Patterson back there in the backfield once again. Quick toss to Patterson to the left side. Patterson tried to find the edge, still on his feet.
Wow.
Finally pushed out of bounds at the 10-yard line.
Those were some twinkle toes going out of bounds and able to keep his balance inside the tape there and able to get a lot more yards. Check out the speed here. He's just jogging around right here. He hits the burners, and he is able to keep his balance before being pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
And it looked like it was a flag on the play as well.
I see it there at the 20-yard line as the referees are chatting, and the sticks have not moved. This would be a really big penalty for the Knights, and it is.
Holding.
Offsetting penalties, and they're going to replay that down. Yeah, that's a big penalty because it was a first down, but it'll bring up 2nd down and 8 again. They're going to replay the down.
Patterson still in the backfield for the Knights.
It looks like they had the wrong ball. They're going to switch out that ball. All right, 2nd and 8. Similar formation, Abe.
Quick handoff to Patterson up the middle. Looks like he picked up about 6 yards on the carry. Actually, 4 yards on the carry.
Yeah, he was swallowed up pretty quick there, but always seems to spur down the positive side. Got some Gulf defensive players getting up a little slow, but it does bring up 3rd and 4. Very important down right now. Gulf's trying to keep keep them out of the end zone. And if they're going to do so, this is the play to do it on. Oh.
Another flag on the play.
So we talked about playoff teams and penalties, and we haven't seen many penalties by River Ridge, and then now we get a couple in a row here. This is going to back them up.
Sometimes when those penalties start coming in late in the game, sometimes that's a little fatigue.
So it's going to bring up third and 9. We saw them kick in this direction earlier from a little further back. So let's see if they're going to put it in the air or hand it off.
Well, he gave it to 20 once again around that left side. He's trying to turn the corner, but he's unable to turn the corner. He was met immediately by number 3, which is going to be Carpenter.
Carpenter, another big play for Carpenter, who just scored the touchdown on the previous drive for the Buccaneers. But you talked about turning the corner. You know, Carpenter strung it out to the sideline so that he had to run out of bounds. And looks like we're going to get another field goal attempt here by the Knights. Robert, number 17, Robert Engelike. See if we get another great hole by Hickey. There he is.
No good.
There's no field goal. And there's another penalty.
And it looked like it's going to be against the Knights. Number 70, after he took his helmet off.
Yeah, he was saying that it might have came off in the play, but I don't think that the refs are going to buy it. But that is going to give him some yards, and by them I mean the Gulf Buccaneers. And it's going to be first down for the Buccaneers. And now you're going to need to rely on your defense if you're River Ridge, who's been in control for the majority of this ball game. Now they get to rely on this defense up front and this secondary. But we've had some strong series there for Gulf. Look, we got 3 fumbles, an interception, and a sack for the River Ridge defense. So it sounds like it's somebody you can count on. Got the freshman back in, Abe.
Quick handoff to number 33. Ooh, he met.
Yeah, it's welcome to high school football. But number 33 made a big run earlier. That's Jonathan Jackson, as you're going to see right here on the replay, as he's met right there with that big hit. But it was a positive play for the Buccaneers, and it does look like it's going to be 2nd down and 6, Abe. So we talked about the battle of the trenches, and it's been going back and forth all night. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
The Buccaneers go with a 4-wide set. 8 minutes, 26 remaining. Fake handoff to number 33. Scrivens tried to get around the left side, but the Knights were right there, and they contained and was able to take him down immediately.
Yeah, that's Jackson McCaffrey on the stop. He would not give up the edge, and good things happen to defenses who do not allow the offense to get to the edge, and that was a very short gain there for the Gulf Buccaneers. A meaningful 3rd down here with 3rd and about 7. As you see the defense looking to their sideline, making sure they're lined up properly, getting the call in. Number 2.
Looks like the Buccaneers are in the trip set. Scrivens throw a screen pass. Nice move. Still on his feet, number 13, but he fumbles the ball. Who's going to come up with it?
That's DeAndre Thomas, the return man, able to catch that screen, accelerated for the first down, but that ball came loose as they are peeling players off the ground. Gulf is swearing they have it, and they do. First down Check this Air One instant replay. Right here's the catch. Great acceleration, strong defensive play, and a fight ensues for that ball right there. But it is indeed a first down for the Buccaneers. We got us a game here, Abe. We got 7 minutes and 43 seconds left to go, and a chance for the Gulf Buccaneers to take the first lead here, as they've had some pretty good offensive drives here in the second half.
Look like they're going to go ahead and call timeout on the play, the Buccaneers.
Yes. Hey, you know, Abe, tonight we are going to have a Glory Days player of the game. And this is something that we are very fortunate to have. The Glory Days player of the game is a player that we recognize as having the biggest impact on the game. And they will get a Glory Days gift certificate, and they'll get a Gulf Coast Sports Network t-shirt from us. And we're going to take their picture and put it on social media. And they get Glory Days and a t-shirt. And that's our way of saying awesome game to those Glory Days player of the game. And I can't wait to see who's vying out for it. But in 7 minutes and 8 seconds, we will find out who our Glory Days player of the game is.
It's going to be a challenge because both teams have players that have been doing outstanding jobs tonight on both sides.
Both sides of the ball.
So we've had great special team action. You know, we've had kickers, trying to see who's going to kick the longest field goal tonight. We already know the Knights, got the longest kick return.
Yep.
But what's still happening is the Buccaneers are still knocking on the door. Number 2 has been their Cadillac all night. And then if you look at it, number 33 was inserted to give them a burst with some fresh legs, and that freshman Jonathan Jackson did a great job.
Oh, it looks like it's a pass. It looked like he was going to try to throw that ball. That's Antonio Nunez. He rolled out and he brought the ball by his ear for like a tailback pass, but he pulled it down as he ran out of the sideline there. We haven't seen a halfback pass in a while. Have you seen one all year? I don't know that we have.
I believe we might have saw one. I believe it was Nature Coast or Central.
Okay.
Central they had a big play, and I believe they scored on that play. And that was one of the highlights of the game because it was the Burger Bowl, and they were able to make that, and they actually won that game. Scrivens rolled to the left, looks to throw, pulls it back down, puts the ball in the air.
Yeah. When you're a right-handed quarterback, which Scrivens is, he's a right-handed quarterback. As he rails to the left, he really has to, at the last second, square his shoulders and bring him back. Punch that elbow back to throw. It's an extra step in the throwing process, and sometimes not always reached. And a lot of times the balls are either thrown to the ground or thrown over the receiver's head. And over the receiver's head, we saw brings up 3rd and 16 for the Buccaneers.
3rd and 16. Let's make some noise.
Wow, this is a big defensive effort right here, right now. We do expect the Buccaneers to put the ball in the air again, but number 2 has been pretty successful with some large gains. So we got 5:41 left in the game.
Look like it's timeout called. So with that being said, in the score, River Ridge 20, Gulf 16, we're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
All right, Abe, what an exciting game. We got 5 minutes and 41 seconds to go in this ball game. It's third down. It's 16 to go, and it's Gulf with the ball, who's kind of owned the second half on the offensive side of the board. Probably over 400 yards of total offense.
Another handoff to number 2. Trying to find his way around the left side, but he's met by a host of Knights, and he picks up about four hard yards.
Those were some really hard yards, and it'll bring up 4th and 12 now. And looks like we're going to bring in the punting unit and try to rely on their defense to pin him deep. But we do know the kicker does have a leg, and that's Alex Reyes. Last time he kicked it really, really high. Should have DJ Shoppy back deep for the Knights. Looks like they're coming.
Snaps away, gets it. Put toe to leather. Ball goes out at about 9-yard line, which is a great thing for the Buccaneers.
DJ tried so hard to get to that ball and give it a chance to get a few more yards and give his quarterback Hickey a little bit of breathing room, but it went out of bounds. That's a really good kick by Reyes to put it out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is why we play football right here. Can your offense get some first downs, eat some clock, and potentially come away with some points to give your defense a little breather here late in the fourth quarter?
Look, it's 4 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The Buccaneers are down by 4. The Knights are up. It's still anybody's game at this time. The Knights come with a motion to the left. Quick handoff to Patterson. He runs around the right side, still moving on his feet, picks up about 8 yards on the carry.
And he stays in bounds.
Looked like they marked him 10 yards.
Yeah,
so
well, he did go airborne.
Down.
Yeah, he went airborne there at the end, and he might have just fallen forward. You're going to see. What I love about Patterson is his burst. Check him out right there. He just accelerates so well, and like we said, he was able to spin.
Looked like it was a flag on the play.
And that's going to back him up. So we went from a first down. We went from a first down for the Knights. Back 5 yards. And this is the third penalty we've seen.
Motion again. Quick handoff to Patterson again. Kept his legs driving, but he was immediately hit by one of the Buccaneers and was able to drive him for 2 more yards.
Yeah, he's just going to be about 2nd and 11 here, and almost got back to the original line of scrimmage. But they are eating some of that clock as we're at the 4:10 and rolling mark right now. So there's no rush if you are a Knight to snap this ball. You want to eat a little bit of clock, especially if you're unable to pick up the first down here.
Quick handoff to Patterson again.
You know, Patterson does such a good job of spinning and still moving forward. I mean, it was a really good spin move and able to move forward to pick up an extra 2 or 3 yards. But it is a very important, this is probably the most important third down we've seen all game. As it's 3rd and 7. You think they're giving it to Patterson? Are they going to give it to Matt? Are they going to let Hickey throw the ball? What do you think, Gabe? Probably not throwing, right?
I'm going to go ahead and give it to Patterson again to get some yards, and if he can get a first down out of it.
They got Matt. Matt's behind Hickey right now. So it's, oh, they are throwing it.
Out of bounds, which brings up 4th down.
And the clock is stopped with 3:01 left to play, and you're going to kick the ball. Check this instant care replay. It's a good fake And Hickey's able to square his shoulders and throw a hard ball. I mean, that was a great ball to throw. Just a little too far out of bounds. Now, if you're Golf, are you coming to block this kick? Or are you setting up the return? It looks like they have...
I'm gonna let him kick it.
And they do. And they got to be able to return this. That's Carpenter back to return. He's got some room. But he's met right there.
And he has plenty of time. So actually getting the ball on this side of the 50 was great for them.
Yeah.
Now they just got to have ball control, watch the clock, and get first downs and drive down the field.
Yeah.
But this is where the Knights need their defense to stand up and figure out what they will want to do.
All right, so here we are with 2 minutes and 44 seconds left to go.
Buccaneers are in a trip set with a single receiver to the left. Timeout is called by the Knights. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and take a look at McMurdo Family Vision scoreboard.
All right, Abe, 2:44 left. We got the ball just outside the 40-yard line. And an exciting first down and 10. Here we go.
Scrivens immediately hand off to number 2. He bursts up the middle,
Ooh.
Picks up a 5 yards on that play, which is going to bring up 2nd and 5 with the clock still running, 2 minutes 36 seconds remaining.
Big tackle by Jackson McCaffrey again. He's been a meaningful part on this defense tonight.
Scrivens drop back, keeps the ball. He decides to take it himself. He pulls it down. He makes it around the left side. He's still got room, and he gets out of bounds.
Stopping the clock.
After picking up the first down.
Yeah, something we haven't seen him do all game. You know, we talked about how he looks athletic, he looks fast, but he's always got his eyes downfield. But here he's picking up first downs, going out of bounds, stopping the clock, and giving his team an opportunity here with the ball on the 24-yard line. 24 yards to taking the lead. Just think they could still be in it with a field goal had they made the PAT. Since they miss it, it's touchdown or bust right now.
Look like they got Carpenter lined up out wide. Scrivens takes it, hands it to number 2. He picks up about 1.5 yards on that play.
99, Jackson Reed on the stop.
Yeah, they had trips to the top of our screen that play, and they only had 2 defensive players out there to guard them, and the safety was in the middle of the field. I don't know if Gulf saw that. Uh-oh, it's in the air.
It's a little too high. Pass was intended for Carpenter.
So that will stop the clock with 1:43 to go. Looks like we're going to be 3rd and 10.
It's a big third down.
Another big third down. We've been on the edge of our seats all night on third down here, Abe.
So I would go back. I would bring in those fresh legs, number 33.
Yeah, he did a nice job, the freshman.
He's been having positive yards every time he touched the ball. I would have him come in, have him get 5 yards, come back real quick, throw in number 2, Mikazi, Munez, and then let him get another 5 yards, get the first down. Still got time on the clock.
Yeah, that blocked extra point is huge.
So you go ahead and use Munez. He goes around the
You
outside,
saw it.
goes on the middle, and he's on the middle, and he's in the end zone for a touchdown.
Wow, that is a huge point for a huge night for Munez, as he's able to just run with great vision through the Knights defense, who's kind of fallen apart this second half. And that's the first lead of the night for the Gulf Buccaneers. Look at that. Look at guys blocking downfield, and he just accelerates through. Now we get to see the extra point. And I was talking as the ball was snapped. That extra point by Shoppy that was blocked just 7 minutes earlier was huge for the impact of this game. 314 yards rushing tonight by this Gulf offense. All right, very important field goal here because we do know both teams have good kickers. And that looks like it's right down the middle. Abe, it's 23-20 with 1:31, and we get to see Mr. Hickey and the Knights try to get in field goal range with short time. And they have some weapons to do it. They've been very conservative the second half with a lot of runs.
Like we said from the very beginning, this was going to be a thrilling matchup, and they have not failed us at all. It's been up and down. It's been defensive plays, been offensive plays, been special teams.
It's been a battle of the trenches. It's been a battle of the special teams. Like, it's been such a great night for football. And you can see, these Knights over here high-fiving each other and saying, hey, let's go. This is where we respond. We got 1:37. They left too much time. That's what they're telling each other as they go around and high-five each other. Let's see what Reyes does on this kick. Is he kicking it back deep to the athletes? Is he going to kick it in the middle and try to get an onside, give them some field advantage? I'm probably kicking it deep or out of bounds or over their heads. I mean, you have to be able to play. You have to be able to cover on the kickoff if you're going to do so.
Now, if they do the onside kick, that means the coach has a lot of confidence in his defense right now, because you would be giving them great field position.
Oh, yeah, he's going to kick it deep. Yeah, you got to make them earn those yards. I mean, the onside tries are pretty much free yards if you don't recover it. So they're going to make them earn this, and let's see how it goes.
So it looked like he has the ball at the 50-yard line. He got 1 minute, 31 seconds remaining in the ball game, and they're at the 50-yard line. Can the sophomore, Sean Hickey, drive this team down the field?
Well, he has playmakers. I mean, we know it's not just the two running backs on the team. I mean, he has playmakers here. So we're going to see them hustle to the line of scrimmage, but they really, in theory, need about 20 yards, and their field goal can kick it.
They come in a four-wide set. Barton in the backfield, trying to get him to jump, checking with the coach. The crowd silent, letting the Knights think about what they need to do in this play. Hickey drops back, pressure coming, a screen in and out of the hands of Barton. Barton looked like he had a little bit of daylight had he caught that ball, because the Buccaneers came in on a mass rush.
Yeah, the Buccaneers D-line was coming for Hickey, and he had a wall of offensive linemen ahead of him, but the ball sailed over his head and unable to bring it down. I mean, I can't imagine being a quarterback and having 4 grown men coming after me, and I still got to throw the ball over their heads to a target. I don't know that I could do that, but.
Well, we got 1 minute 15 seconds remaining. Knights are at 4 wide.
Looks like
they called a timeout, and then they also said there's 1:26 remaining in the ball game.
Okay, so they changed the clock left. Okay, and they called a timeout. Got a lot of things going on here. It's 2nd down and 10. Let's take a commercial break.
For the past 5 years, I haven't ran because I just believed that my body was on the decline, that the pain that I was experiencing was not tolerable enough for me to go out and run. And the day that he adjusted me, I felt that relief, and I felt like I could actually put on my cleats again.
You know they finna come there. That's where they coming.
All right, Abe, we got the clock right?
That's why he got that right there.
Yeah.
They're coming here.
So here, it's 23-20. We got to.
No, I'm saying he's an athlete, so that's why they're coming. All right, the pressure is on. Knights are in 4 wide set. Motion to the right. Hickey drops back, puts the ball in the air, in and out of the hands of number 6. That's going to be Jason Atkinson.
You know, Hickey was able to step up to a clean pocket there, and he stepped up and gave a really hard ball. I mean, that was a 40-mile-an-hour fastball. And if you've ever thrown a football 40 miles an hour, that's not always the easiest thing to catch. But it does bring up 3rd and 10. And we've been living on 3rd down, on the edge of our seats on 3rd down all night. And why should this be any different? With a 1:17 to go in the contest, a very important 3rd down.
He draws back those screens, look like a double pass. The ball's in the air. Amir's got it. He's to the 5. He's in the end zone for a touchdown for the Knights.
You know, Hickey throws that ball to DJ Shoppy, who delivers the ball downfield, which has to be.
It is a flag on a play.
Great throw. Great catch.
It's waved. It looked like it's waved off. Touchdown.
The touchdown will stand, and DJ Shoppy throws a very far ball, at least 50 yards, and it's caught and scored. Great play. You know, the River Ridge trailed for less than a minute, but they still have a minute left, and this has been the Gulf's offensive series. I mean, they're over 400 yards total offense tonight. Ooh, and they do not get the PAT. So it'll stay a 3-point ball game as the snap is just fallen on by quarterback Sean Hickey to make sure that it is not a turnover. It remains 26-23 River Ridge with a 1:08. Oh, man, and I'm looking at the field right now. River Ridge kickoff team is already set to go. They're already on the field, ready to go.
Didn't we mention earlier that we hadn't seen the double pass except for when we were at Central?
We just mentioned that, yeah. And here we go. We see it. Little
for another
creativity.
touchdown.
And, you know, so Shabi, that's he's the one who blocked the PAT. He's the one who threw the touchdown, and he's the one who had the kickoff return. Some very important plays by that talented junior. They're trying to see if they have too many men. Patterson's trying to line up correctly. Oh, he's the contained man here.
And it kicks away.
Going back to Thomas.
13 has it. Makes a cut.
Oh, great open field tackle. Great open field tackle.
By number 11, DJ Shoppy.
Yeah, Shoppy on that. I mean, he just flies around. He is a speedster, and he comes down under control to make a huge tackle to make sure that the Gulf Buccaneers have 80 yards to go. If they're going to beat us, they're going to go 80 yards in a minute. But Gulf has some talent. We know Nunez has been carrying the load. He's over, they're over 300 yards of rushing tonight. What's 80 more? Let's see this defense and see if they can protect their lead. Let's see if Scrivens is going to throw this ball down the field.
And he normally likes to look for Jaden Wood, number 14. Buccaneers gets it.
thrown right at the line of scrimmage, but able to just squeeze it out to the sideline. Looks like Travis Rickard, his second catch on the night, the defensive end, the junior. About a 3.5, 4-yard completion. We are under 1 minute to play. The clock is stopped. Gonna have to go a little further down the field. You don't need it in one play, but you are limited, Abe. You are limited on how many plays are left in this ball game. And the secondary for River Ridge is very talented.
Scrivens drop back. Little curl route to 0.
Yeah, that's a big guy to bring down.
It's going to be Aiden
Whiskey. Yeah, that's his third catch on the night, and quick to move the chains. And the clock is stopped right now until the chains are set, because he did catch it in the field of play. As soon as the chains are set, they will run the clock as he just started.
Scrivens drop back. Puts the ball in the air. Too much.
Great effort by the wide receiver here. I'm not sure if that's Aiden or not, but it was a diving effort.
It was intended for number 0, Aiden.
Oh, was it? Okay.
For Whiskey.
Yeah, and you're going to see him right here. Just a diving effort, which was a great effort there. Crosby's in spot in the secondary there for the interception or the tackle, and he went for the tackle to secure the 3-point lead. But I bring up 2nd and 10, Abe.
You know, Dave, we have a dogfight going on right now, and it's like we say, it's coming down to the wire.
Yeah, you can't take a play off at this time of the game. The middle's a little open here on the defense. We're gonna see if somebody drops back. Nobody does.
Drops back, puts the ball in the air,
and it might be intercepted. Oh, he overthrew his guy, but looked like that Jake French, the defensive back, was the closest one to the ball in the air. And Crosby has a really good arm. He's just able to throw it nice and high. It was about 12 yards over the receiver's head, but he had no other choice. I mean, he had pressure in his face and had to give the guy a chance. Bring up 3rd down and 10. And they are not afraid to throw this ball. Nunez is in the backfield this time, Abe. Oh, we got whistles. Pre-snap whistles.
Timeout, River Ridge.
River Ridge did not like what they saw. They took a timeout before the ball could be hiked. Gives us 27 seconds to go. Wow, Abe, what a contest we're seeing here. And we knew coming in that this was going to be, I mean, these schools are not far down the road.
So, Dave, I'm going to tell you right now, neither team have disappointed. The only thing right now is the ultimate challenge of us trying to figure out who's going to be the Glory Days player of the game.
Well, there's been a lot of points scored. There's been a lot of yards ran, thrown. And we've had defensive players stepping up. We've had offensive throws and catches and runs and special teams.
So what does the Glory Day player of the game get?
So they're going to get a gift certificate to go chow down at Glory Days. That's a huge win right there. Then we are going to give them a Gulf Coast Sports Network T-shirt they can wear very proudly as a player of the game. And this is something we're very lucky to do, and we thank Glory Days so much for always being a great sponsor for us and these young men who's always working hard at this craft.
So, Dave, right now it's River Ridge 26, Gulf Buccaneers 23. We got 27 seconds remaining. Scrivens drop back. He sees the lane. He's hit from behind. The Knights is putting some pressure on him, which is going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, that's number 99, Jackson Reed. We saw him hobble off earlier in the 3rd quarter, and he's back in action and making a huge play as a senior should, and bringing up 4th down, not letting Scrivens get off a clean throw at all. This could be the ball game if the defense can hold it together for one more down. And Gulf must be feeling the pressure. They must know, hey, it's now or it's never. It's 3-5 or it's 4-4. What are we going to be at the end of this night? Number 2 is not in the backfield.
So the Buccaneers line up with a 4 wide. They put the ball in the air, incomplete, and that looked like the Knights would take over, and they'll probably go into victory formation.
Which is the best offensive formation you can get into in any game, is tight victory. And it looks like we're 15 seconds away from announcing our Glory Days player of the game.
You know,
and it
so
should
we're
just take one snap.
We're going to have to put them thoughts together because, you know, this was a difficult one. This game did not disappoint. Both teams had penalties, had special team plays, had big plays, had great running game between Patterson and Munez. They did not disappoint this audience at all.
Yeah, it's just worth the price of admission, I can promise you that. There's tight victory. And Abe, I'm so happy to announce that our player of the game wasn't just anybody. He didn't play just offense. He didn't play just defense. He was also a big-time special teamer. And as the clock rolls to 00, it definitely makes us super happy to announce that with the blocked PAT, with the kickoff return for a touchdown, with the game-winning touchdown throw, 50-yard throw, that our Glory Days player of the game is DJ Shoppy. Congratulations, DJ, Mr. Player of the Game, the Glory Days player of the game. Well done to you, sir, and well done to your team. Congratulations on the 26-23 victory for the River Ridge Knights. We're going to throw it down to Will Wilkie to take us home.
Wow, what a ball game. Great call, Abe and Dave, on that one. Wow, it came down to the end just like we thought it would. 2 quality programs on display here tonight. River Ridge is going to take home the victory tonight, 26-23 over the Gulf Buccaneers. We'd like to thank you for joining us here tonight on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We do appreciate your viewership and your support. For Abe Dowdell, Dave Barrett, Brian Lott, our intern Will Wilkie, I am also Will Wilkie, and we'll see you next time